Hi guys, yes, good evening to all of you. Yes, do you hear me? Yes, hello guys, can you hear me? I hope everyone hear me. Can you confirm it? I think everyone hear me. Hello, do you hear me? Anyone can you respond? Hello, do you hear me? Yes, if you're responding, then I can start. Do you hear me? Yes, at least ping in chat box. Okay, yeah, thank you. Okay, so let us start our session. So yesterday's class, just introduction finished, just about myself, course contents, all the things we have discussed. Okay, next little bit topic also started, actual topic. Yes, today just let me review yesterday topic. After finishing, I'll go to new topic. So first just 15 minutes enough to review yesterday topic here. After that I'll go to new topic. Okay, yes. To learn Linux, what is prerequisite? What is prerequisite to learn Linux here? Nothing. Prerequisite is nothing required here. Nothing required. I'm not expecting anything here. Anything from you. Okay, nothing required. Nothing. Prerequisite is nothing. Yes, even beginner also can understand this. Even beginner also can understand Linux base. It's a beginner course. Okay, anyone can understand this. Okay, fine. Now let us start topic. Yes, from the beginning, I'm starting here. So first of all, yes, computerware. Yes, computerware. Okay. Yes, computerware. Basically, two categories. Yes, there's a hardware. There is a first one hardware. Next, second one software. Yes, from the beginning, I'm starting very scratch. From the scratch, starting here, hardware and software. So, what is hardware? What is software? Let us see one by one. So, first of all, what is hardware? So, what is hardware? Yes, hardware. These are physical components of a computer. Hardware. Yes, these are physical components. Physical components of a computer. Physical components of a computer. Physical components of a computer. So hardware. These are physical components. Just the physical components. All the physical components of a computer. Okay. Yes, these are physical components of a computer. Just like mouse, next hard disk, next RAM memory, next motherboard, motherboard. Yes, all the physical components, right? So these are hardware parts. Okay, hardware. These are physical components of a computer, like mouse, hard disk, RAM memory, motherboard, processor, monitor, and all these things comes on hardware. Okay, this is not our part. Our part is software. So we are the software engineers, right? We are the software engineers. So let us move to software here. So what is a software? What is a software? So what is software? In software, everything is program. Okay, here software, everything is program. Everything is a program here. Everything is a program. Here everything is a program. Software, everything is a program here. In software, yes, everything is a program, right? Like C program, C++, Java, something like this. So it is a collection of programs. It's a collection. Yes, it's a collection of programs. It's a collection of programs. Software is a collection of programs. Okay. So what is software? Software it's a collection of programs like C program. Yes, maybe C++. Yes, maybe Java program. Yes, maybe Python program. Okay. Yes, maybe Hadoop program. Yes, maybe HTML program. Yes, maybe some SQL program like this and so on, like different programs, right? Software, here software, everything is program. Yes, it's a collection of programs. It's a collection of programs like C, C++, Java, Python, Hadoop, HTML, and SQL like this. Okay. Yes, in software, basically two categories. Yes, software. This software again basically two categories. Basically, there are two categories in software here. Two categories. Two categories here. Two categories. First one is yes. First one is system software. First one is system software. System software. Second one is application software. Application software, system software. Next is application software. System software. Next is application software. Okay. System software and application software. Okay. System software. Next application software. Yes. Software basically two categories. First one system software. Next is application software. Yes, our part Linux, right? Linux comes on the system software. So what is system software? Let us see. What is system software? System software, this one interacts with hardware components. System software, yes, it interacts. So this one interacts with hardware components. Interacts with hardware components. System software interacts with hardware components. Hardware components. Interacts with hardware components. Okay. System software always interacts with the hardware components. Hardware components like a hard disk, motherboard, processor, keyboard, mouse. Okay, right? So here the system software always interacts with the hardware components. Okay, example, device drivers. Example, device drivers, device drivers, and operating systems. Device drivers and operating systems come from this category here. Device drivers and operating systems. System software, it interacts with hardware components. Example, device drivers and operating systems comes under this category. Okay, right? Yes, our topic is OS topic, right? Operating systems. Okay, so before going to this, let us see something about application software. Yes, application software is not our part. Application software is different here. So what is application software? Let us see something about application software. So what is application software? Yes, application software, this is for the purpose of for the yes for the purpose of application development. This is for the purpose of application development. For the purpose of application development. Okay. So application software, this is for the purpose of application development. Clear? Application development. Yes, for the purpose of application development. Yes, application. Yes, what is application here? Application. There are different kind of applications, right? So what is application here? Yeah, there are different kind of applications. Every day we are working with many applications, right? Yes, applications. Daily working with many applications. What are the applications? Like Facebook is an application. Okay, Gmail. Yes, Gmail is an application. Okay, right? Yes, Google. Yes, it's an application. Yes, Facebook application, Gmail application, Google is an application. Next, Flipkart. Yes, Flipkart is an application. Flipkart. Next, Durga website is also an application. Durga website. Durga website. All the applications, right? Banking application like this, many applications, right? So how to develop this kind of applications here? To develop this kind of applications, we need some application software. Okay, right? Yes, for example, depends on requirements, we can use different kinds of application softwares. Okay. Yes, depends on requirements. Depends on requirements, you can use different kind of application softwares. Yes, we have many kinds of application softwares. Depends on requirements, we can use different kinds of application softwares. For example, here front-end components development, UI, user interface, like registration form, login form, like this forms development, maybe using HTML. Depends on the requirement, HTML. Next, server-side programming using Java. Okay, server-side programming. Okay, right? So about data storing, database, storing your data, maybe using database. Right? Okay. Suppose if it is big data, maybe using Hadoop. Yes, big data generating every day here. That case using Hadoop. Right, okay. Suppose server sides, some component, open source component, some Python using here. Python. Suppose gateway, transferring data from one system to other system, maybe C language or C++. So depends on requirements to case different kind of software. These are called as application software. Yes, what is application software? Application software for the purpose of application development. Okay, applications like Facebook, Gmail, Google, Flipkart, Durga website, all the applications, right? So how to develop such kind of applications here? For this, we can use different kind of application softwares. That depends on requirements. Some cases using HTML, some cases using Java, some case maybe database like Oracle database, MySQL database, different kind of databases. Next, Hadoop to store big data. Suppose open source application, yes, Python. Yes, suppose gateways, transferring data from one system to other system. That case, C languages or C++ like this. Depends on requirements, we can use different kinds of application softwares. So this is about just idea about application software. So application software for the purpose of application development. See, except OS, except operating system. See, daily we are working many kind of things. Operating system like C language, C++, Windows, yes, Linux, all things, right? In this, out of all these, some operating systems are there, right? Except these operating systems, remaining all are comes under application software. Yeah. Yes. Now let us go to our part here. System software. Okay. So this one interacts with the hardware components, right? Yes, this. First, let us see about device drivers. So what is device drivers? Let us see about device drivers here. Device drivers. So what is device driver? Okay. Yes, to run any device, driver requires. Okay. Device drivers. These are to run the devices here. Yes, these are to run the devices. These are to run the devices. To run the devices, driver required. Okay, these are to run the devices. So without driver, devices will not work. Device drivers, how to run the devices. These are to run the devices. So without driver, devices will not work. Suppose your system connected to printer, driver required. Suppose system connected scanner, driver required. Like this, any device, for any device, driver required. Okay. Suppose any device purchased. Yes, any device purchased in the market here. Yes, to work with the device, driver required. The device manufacturer will provide the driver. Take the driver, just to put into your system and you can use the device. Okay. Yes, if you purchased any device, any new device purchased here, the device manufacturer will provide the driver. Take the driver and you put into your system, your OS, right? Okay, then you can use the device. Okay. So exactly what is the driver here? What is the driver here? Yes, these are programs. Like for example, here printer driver. Okay, drivers examples, printer driver. Okay, suppose scanner, scanning machine, scanner driver. Scanning machine is like image scanner, scanning machine, scanner here, the fax machine, driver here. Yes, TVs, connecting TV for all these drivers required. So what is exact this driver here? Yes, almost all drivers for developed in C language. Drivers, printer driver, scanner driver, TV driver, all these drivers for developed in C language means programs. These are also programs. In software, everything is program. So driver is also program here. Driver, this is one kind of program. Okay. So device driver, it's a program. Just it's a program. It's a program to communicate with hardware components. To communicate with hardware, yes, hardware components. To communicate with hardware components. To communicate with hardware components. Here, this is about device driver. Example: printer driver, scanner driver, fax driver, yes, TV driver, like this, different drivers. These drivers supplying by hardware vendors. Hardware vendor means who are selling hardware. So printer, suppose purchasing printer, right? The printer vendor. Okay, that printer, yes, that printer vendor will give driver. Take the driver, put in the system, can use that printer, right? That's it. So all the drivers supplied by hardware vendors. Here, this is about driver. Right, okay. Next, OS. Our actual topic is OS. Let us see about OS. What is OS? Okay. Yes. About OS, operating system. So what is OS? Okay. Yes, in this first question here, some question for you. Same question yesterday also. So operating system, what is OS? Okay. Before that, yes, can we run yes any program without any OS? Can we run any program yes without OS? Without OS. Say yes or no. Can we run any program without OS here? Say yes or no. This is question. Yes. Anyone can reply? Can we run any program without OS? Yes. Can we run any program without OS? No. No compulsory OS required. Without OS, we can't run any programs. Compulsory OS required. Without OS, there is no system. Compulsory OS required. Suppose, let us see that. Suppose purchase some laptop. Suppose your laptop. See, in your laptop, is your laptop. Yes, hardware. Your laptop. This is first of all hardware. After purchasing laptop, what is next step here? First, we should purchase laptop. Okay. After purchasing laptop, what is next step? After purchasing laptop, next we should install OS, right? Operating system. Yes, operating system has to install. Yes, we should install OS, right? Once OS installed, your system is ready. Yes, once OS is installed, the system is ready, right? So hardware, first laptop purchased. After purchasing laptop here, you should install OS. Okay, once OS installed, your system is ready. Okay, 1 second. Yes, someone joined, but he is unable to listen. Yes, Ritik. Okay, Ritik. Yes, rejoin. Rejoin. Yes, to hear my voice. Yes, that guy. Rejoin, 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 rejoin. Please rejoin. Rejoin into session. Rejoin. Just leave it. Leave the meeting and rejoin here. Leave and rejoin. Leave meeting and rejoin. Okay, fine. Just a minute. He's rejoining. Yes, not connected to audio. Yes, yes, while joining, correct. Yes, automatically that will be selected. Select audio. I think it's a default. Automatically get connected here. It's a default. Default. Yes, again you should rejoin. Yes, again rejoin. Now again compulsory. Okay, we will do that. So can we run any program without OS? No. Without OS, we can't run any program. Compulsory OS required. Okay. Yes, hardware. Yes, your computer hardware. On top of that, next we should install OS, right? After installing OS here, what is function? Suppose learning C language, you have to install C language, C software. Learning Java, Java you have to install. Suppose learning Python, Python you have to install. Okay. So learning C language you have to install C software, Java, Java software, Python, Python software. Suppose if you learning some database, working database, for this database you have to install. On top of OS you have to install all of these things. Suppose Hadoop, if you work with Hadoop, Hadoop you have to install. Okay, even MS Office, even for MS Office also that OS requires. Right, okay. Now all these are called as application softwares. These are called as, yes, application softwares. Yes, all these are called as application, yes, software, right? All their application softwares like C, yes, maybe C++, Java, Python, something like this. All these are application softwares. Okay, all the application softwares running on top of OS. Okay, yes, that guy, yes, still is in offline, is unable to listen that, not audio. Yes, he's not joining properly. Yes, probably that. Yes, application software. Yes, C, C++, Java, something. All the application softwares. Yes, okay.
क्या हुआ था? अरे हो गया जॉइन, नेटवर्क स्लो हो गया था।
Yes, application software. So this is C, C++, all this. C, first hardware. On top of this, your OS. Okay, suppose. Yes, first hardware. Yes, your computer. Yes, software, OS. Yes, here our point is. Yes, our topic is OS. What is operating? Yes, Linux comes on operating system. So what is operating system? So before that, one question: can we run any program without OS? No. Yes, we can run here. Compulsory OS required. Without OS, we can't run any program. Okay, fine. Next, see this. Suppose your laptop. First purchasing laptop, right? After purchasing laptop, next installing OS. You have to install OS. First you purchase your laptop, next install your OS. After installing OS here, what is next step? Yes, you have to install your softwares. Suppose learning Java, you have to install Java. Next, learning Python, you have to install Python. Suppose learning some database, you have to install. Suppose working with MS Office, yes, you have to install that. Okay, so even for MS Office also, OS required. On top of OS, all of these things running, right? All of these things running on top of OS. Right, okay. So all their application software, right? C program, C plus Java, all the programs running on top of OS. So OS is giving platform. Yes, OS is giving platform for all the application software, right? So OS is acting like a platform. Yes, what is OS? Now question is, what is OS? So question is, what is OS here? What is OS? So what is operating system? Okay, so what is OS? Yes, it's a platform. Simply can say it's a platform. It's a platform. It's a platform. Yes, where we can run all application softwares. Where we can run all application softwares. Okay, where we can run all application softwares. Okay. Yes. Yes, increase your sound, your system sound. Yes, your system sound. Yes, increase this one. Check your system sound. Please check your Ritik. Just check your system sound. Yes, maybe your system sound. Problem with your system sound. Okay. Yes. So what is OS? What is OS? See, on top of OS, everyone running it. C, C++, Java, Python, database, all the programs running it. Okay, all the programs running here. On top of OS, everyone is running. Yes, all are running it. So you can, this is like a platform. It's giving platform. OS giving platform for the all the softwares. Okay. So which now we can say it's a platform, right? So what is OS? It's a platform. Yes, OS is a platform where we can run all application softwares. Okay, so it's acting like a platform. So what is OS? So as per this, now we can see a platform. Yes, every program is running at top of OS. means is a platform. OS is a platform where we can run all application softwares. So OS, it's a platform. It's a platform where we can run all application softwares. So on top of OS, everything is running. Means it's a platform. Okay, fine. Next, not only platform here. Suppose for example, Java program generating some output here. Java program generating output here. So first output of Java program goes to OS. Output of Java program simply goes to OS, right? From there it transfer to output device. Java program output goes to OS and then transfer to yes output device. Suppose Java program reading from the keyboard, here. So first the keyboard data goes to OS to then Java program or C program, something like this. Okay, right? So between application software and hardware, there is a OS layer, right? OS. It's like a mediator. So this is like a mediator. Okay. So OS is like a mediator, right? So OS is like a mediator. So between hardware and application software, there's a OS, right? So first application software, suppose output generating output, maybe Python program generating output. So first that output goes to OS, right? Output goes to OS. From there transfer to output device, right? So I'm reading from the keyboard, keyboard data goes to OS. Okay, from there goes to program. That's it here. Vice versa. 1 second. So between yes, so between application software and hardware, there is a OS, right? So just it's a mediator. So OS like a mediator between application software and hardware, right? So exactly terminal is interface. We can say interface. So OS is an acting as interface between application software and hardware component, right? Okay, it's an interface. So what is OS? Yes, it is an next point. It is an interface. It is an interface. Yes, between it's an interface between. So OS is an interface between yes application software. Yes, application. Yes, software. Application software and hardware components right? Hardware components, right? Fine. So here first hardware, on top of hardware OS layer, on top of that all the programs running, right? All the programs running. Okay. So OS is acting like a platform. So OS is a platform where we can run all the application software. On top of OS, all are running. So it's a platform. That okay, not only platform here. Yes, here application software. These programs, C program or C program, Java, something like this. These are generating some output, right? Generating some output. So first output goes to OS to output device. Reading from the keyboard, the keyboard input data goes to OS to the Java program, RC program, something like this. So between application software and hardware, there is a OS. Here there is no direct communication here. Yes, see here between application software and hardware, no direct communication. Yes, don't have direct communication here. There is no direct communication. No direct communication. Yes, application software cannot communicate with hardware components directly. So between application software and hardware, there's a OS. So OS acting like interface. So OS is an interface. It's an interface between application software and hardware components. Application software and hardware components, right? Yes, fine. Next, see here, OS performing some input-output operations, right? Okay. So OS performing some input outputs. Yes, reading from the input device, writing to output device. It's performing some input output operations here. So how this is performing here? Input output operations. Okay. Yes, IO operations. How this is performing here? To perform this IO operations here. Yes, this is a library. Every OS there is a library here. This library. What is library exactly? We'll discuss in NX OS. Okay. So every OS has its own library. Every OS has its own library to perform input-output operations between application software and hardware components. Suppose Windows has its own library, Linux has its own library, Unix has its own library, like this. Every OS has its own library. Okay, so every operating system has yes its own library. Its own what is exact library we'll discuss in NX OS. In Linux, I will explain what is library, what does it contain. Very clearly we discuss. Like device drivers and library, all that internal concepts we discuss in Linux ways. So every OS has its own library. Yes, library to communicate. Yes, to communicate between application software and hardware components. Yes, every OS has its own library to communicate, to communicate, to communicate between yes application software and hardware components. So this is just a basic idea of OS. Just introduction. Yes, in Linux, we'll discuss very clearly. Internal parts also will discuss very clearly how that OS is working, the OS architecture, including internal parts, how device drivers are working inside of OS. Next, how input output library is working here. Okay, all that layers. Okay, yes, we'll see all the layers here. How the layers are working, we'll discuss very clearly in Linux ways. So this is just introduction. Just introduction to OS, right? Just introduction simply here. Okay, right? Yes, now till now whatever discussed here, yes, everything is there in document here. Okay, no need of writing notes. Running notes is not necessary here. Let me open the document here. Yes, open document. Yes, Linux document. These are around 150 page documents. Yes, I'll send you this document. Yes, see this basics of software. Today topic from the beginning. Today from the beginning here. Basics of software. Okay, what is software? Software, it's a collection of programs such as C, C++, Java, SQL, and other programs. Okay. Next, software basically two categories. Software basically two categories. 1 second. Yeah, I'll share it. Don't worry. I'll share it. Yes, software basically two categories. Software basically two categories. One is system software. Next is application software. System software and application software. So what is system software? What is application software? See, system software, it interacts with hardware components. Same what we discussed in Notepad. Whatever topic I make in Notepad, everything is in document here. Okay, same, nothing missing. Even single word also not be missing here. Everything is the document here. So whatever order I'm following here, same order document also. Same as my order in document. Yes, this is I have prepared document. This is very clearly prepared for each and every topic here. Okay, like user level comments, admin comments, shell scripting, for all of these things, very clearly prepared document this is. Okay, so you don't worry about running notes, it's not necessary. Try to understand class enough here. Yes, in document everything is there. Right, okay. Yes, so it has system software, application software, system software. Yes, it interacts with hardware components. Okay, right? Example, device drivers and operations. Device drivers, operations comes on system software, right? So this is our part. Our part Linux comes on this category here. Next, application software. So what is application software? See this. For the purpose of application development, application software for the purpose of application development. For example, C++, Java, .NET, ERP. Yes, all of these things comes on application software. Yes, our topic comes on system software. Okay, system software interacts with hardware components. Example, device drivers and operations. So what is device driver? Same, this topic discussed already here. So whatever explained Notepad, same thing is there here. Yes, device driver. These are the programs to communicate with hardware components. Okay. Yes, every device has its own driver. These drivers are supplied by hardware vendors, right? Same point discussed exactly here. Example, printer driver, network drivers. Okay. Yeah, I can send you notes. Don't worry. Okay. I can share this material. Okay, this material for you only. I can share it. Okay. So what is OS? What is OS? Same topic here. OS is a platform. Yes, OS is a platform. What is operating system? It's a platform. So OS is a platform. Same whatever we discussed that points here. OS is a platform. It's a platform where we can run application software. Yes, we are sharing document, sharing video also. Yes, daily we are recording this video. Yes, this now it's recording. These recordings also will share it. Don't worry. Document recordings We'll share the document, we'll share the recordings, daily recordings. Next Linux software also I'll share it. Okay. Next, one more thing here, I'm creating WhatsApp group. Okay, I'm creating WhatsApp group here. Yes, for all of your guys, for your batch here, I'm creating WhatsApp group. Yes, in that group, I'm communicating with you every day here. Okay, every batch, I'm creating WhatsApp group. Okay, after finishing your batch, I'll add to world students group. Yes, already more than 150 members group is there. After finishing your batch, I'll add to that group. Okay, yes, even after finishing your batch, I will not leave you. Every day I'll send you some interview questions you have to answer after finishing your batch here. Yes, every day 2 questions I will send you. Yes, on Linux based interview questions. Industry, what is industry expectation? For that, some industry oriented that interview questions. Okay, every day 2 questions you have to answer. Okay, yes, like it's a continuous but never ending here. Okay, yes, as long as this world is there, you will be in my WhatsApp group. It's a case now currently 150. Yes, since last 1 year I'm taking this Linux batch. Now almost 150 members are in that group here. Every batch minimum 15 members. Yes, almost more than 10 batches completed this year itself. More than 10 batches. Now it's around 150 members are in that group here. Yes, in that group some chatting is going on. Means like between they are exchanging their knowledge. Yes, they are exchanging the knowledge here. Already some working days and some freshers, everything is there. Okay. Next, one more thing here in that group, in company, any requirements they are posting to that group here. They are helping freshers. That group members are helping freshers here. Even in my company, also any openings are there, I'll post in that group here. You can attend that interviews. Okay. Like that here, not only myself here, group members also, somebody working guys are there. That working guys are posting some requirements in their company. So freshers are replacing that. Get that chance you can utilize. Okay, right? Next, every day asking 2 questions. Yes, you have to answer that. Okay. Yes, it's a continuous process. Even batch complete, I will not leave you. Yes, I will be in touch with you every day. Right? Okay. Yes. See my WhatsApp number. See my WhatsApp number. Take this WhatsApp number. Yes, 8179 189. Yes, 123. This is my WhatsApp number. 8179 189 123. Just ping me what details. I'll create a group for you guys. Okay, this is my number. Okay, yes, just you ping me. Yes, this is my number. Just ping me what details here. I'll create group for you guys. Yes, your name. What's your name? Next WhatsApp course you taking here. WhatsApp course. Next WhatsApp time here. Time. Yes, name. Some express. Yes, your name. Some express. Yes, course line experience. Next time. Yes, 6:15 p.m. Okay, 6:15 p.m. IST. Right. Okay, this is time. So name, your codes, Linux, and time. And after just send this information, I'll add to that group. Okay, so this is my WhatsApp number. Yes, already in chat box. Yes, I sent you, I shared you this one. Just you can ping me. Okay, right? Yes. Now let us continue here. See, even course completed, there is a support for you. 1 year validity for that recordings. Yes, you can watch that recordings for 1 year. 1 year validity. 1 year we can watch all the recordings. Yes, almost I think 35 sessions are generating. 35 recordings will be generating. Okay. Yes, 35 recordings into 1 hour 50 minutes, almost 50 hours. It's a 50 hours topic completely. 50 hours course this is. Okay. You can watch repeatedly, you can watch it. Right? Okay. Suppose any batch, yes, suppose this batch unable to attend at the middle due to some reasons, unable to attend, you can attend for next batch also, no problem. Yes, fee paid but unable to attend, no problem, you can attend one more batch also. Okay, yes, you can attend 2-3 batches, no problem, it's not an issue for me. Right? Okay. Yes, what is ways? Let us continue. What is ways? Same point we have discussed it. It's a platform. Yes, ways is a platform where we can run all the application software. Same point we discussed it. Next is an
Sir,
interface. Yes, tell me.
Akshay Sherke this side. Actually, this is my first lecture.
Yeah, it's a
I
first
am
day. Yeah,
yeah.
one. yesterday just introduction about myself and course contents, just 1 hour topic overview explain, that's it here.
Okay.
Okay, subject start is today we are entered just it. Okay,
And-
from the beginning started. See, from the beginning, see. Yes, from introduction started, right? See what is basics of software. What is the software? In that system, software application, it's a basic, right? First point, this is. First day, this is. First, so don't worry, nothing missing here. Yesterday, nothing missing. Just only introduction about course. All the course details yesterday explained here. What are the contents going to cover? Only the topic explained yesterday, nothing here. Yes, our
Sir,
course is including admin. Our course including admin, administration. First, all the basics means user level taking 15 days. Next, admin topic 15 days, 30 plus 10 days. Yes, shell scripting, totally 40 days. Okay.
okay.
After finishing this course, you can put up experience for 4 to 5 years. That is my guarantee. 4 to 5 years of experience you can put up. Next, you can write Red Hat certification also. That's my guarantee, right?
Okay. Sir,
Yeah.
can you please share the which topics we are going to cover in the next 1 month for my reference?
Yeah, the thing is, it's there with the online team. Yes, with the online team, the course contents are there. Yes, 1 second. Course contents with the online team. Yes, I don't have with me. Yes, I have already shared with the online team. 1 second. 11:30 batch, 7:30, 9:30 p.m. Now currently 3 batches going on. Morning 11:30 I'm taking. 7:30 p.m. one batch, so not 7:30, it's 8:30. Next 9:30 p.m. batch is going on. Just here are don't have the contents. Okay, I can share you. Tomorrow I can share you. No problem.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
WhatsApp I can share that. Okay, right? Yeah. Otherwise, you can contact online team, they can share you. Okay, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, let us continue. Yes. 1 second. Yes. So operating system, yes, it's a platform where we can run all the application softwares. The first point, second point, it's an interface. So OS, it's an interface between, yes, interface between application software and hardware components, right? Next, every operating system has its own libraries to communicate between application software and hardware components. So what are we discussed? Yes, everything prepared in documents. See this hardware, on top of hardware there's a OS, on top of OS application software, that's it. So this is just a basic introduction, right? Okay, next in operating systems basically two categories. Yes, operating system basically two categories. So one is character interface, next one is graphical interface. OS, yes, OS basically two categories. Okay, one is character user interface, next one is graphical user interface. Okay, CI or CLI, anyone you can take here. Character, yes, character user interface, character user interface, or you can say command line interface, CI or CLI. So what is CLI? CLI means command line. Yes, it's a yes command line. Just terminology is command line interface. Command line interface. Okay, character interface or command line interface. Character interface or command line. So CI or CLI. Character user interface or command line. So next GA. G means graphical. Yes, it's a graphical user interface. Graphical user interface, right? So command interface and the graphical interface. So what is character interface? What is graphical interface? Let us see here. Command line. So this is command line. Command line. Like this in Linux also we have the command line interface. Okay, CLS, clear this thing. Right, okay. So yes, for example, CD slash that take to C drive. Beginning. Okay, C drive starting right. DR that contents. All the contents of C drive. CLS, clear the screen using some commands. This is called character interface. It's MS-DOS, Microsoft Disk Operating System. Microsoft Disk Operating System. D colon that will take to D drive. CLS, clear the screen. Not dir output like this. Now this, see dir means directory. This dir means directory here. Suppose here, right, like Python is a directory, personal is a directory here, sample directory, okay, test directory, all directories. Dir means directory here. Without dir, that is file. This is file. This is file. So dir, for example, test is directory here, right? Test directory, dir direct test directory. cd test. I'm changing test location. Changed. Okay, see, let's clear the screen here. Now location is tested. I made test location. Okay. Now what is it tested? D drive test, right? D drive tested. D drive. Yeah, this is called a GA, right? It's a GA. So this is character interface. Characters interface. This command prompt called as command prompt. It's a command line. So this is character interface or command line. This command prompt. This is called as character interface. Next, this is GA, graphical interface. GA, D drive, open D drive. Yes, in D drive test, right? Test folder, see this test folder. So test folder, but get test directory. Okay, now dir output here. See in this, see x1, x2, right? X1, x2 directories. X1, x2 directories, right? The directories here, not test folder. See this x1, x2 folder, right? That means in GA it's a folder, in character interface calling as directory. X1 is a dir directory, x2 directory, x1, x2 directories. Yes, in GA calling as folder, right? Folder directory both are same. Both are same, right? So this is, yes, character interface like this. Dir some output like this. Okay, output like this. See x1, x2 directories, right? Yes, what is this dir command? Yes, what is this dir? Dir stands for what? What's the abbreviation of this dir? This dir is directory. Okay, fine. X1, x2 directories. This abbreviation is directory. What's the abbreviation of dir? Any idea? That command abbreviation. dir means what? Any idea? No idea. What is this dir? This dir stands for what? Directory. Yes, this dir stands for what? Is it directory? No. This dir is a directory here. This dir is a directory, but this command dir not a directory here. Yes, no, it's not a directory. Kaushik, it's not a directory here. So what is dir? Let us see that. What is that dir here? dir. The dir stands for, yes, dir. That stands for disk information report. That stands for, yes, disk information report. Disk information report. That stands for disk information report. Not directly here. Okay. So that is not a directly here. See here, this dir command dir stands for disk information report. This dir stands for directly here. Disk information report. Now it's giving information about disk, right? Contents of disk. That is giving contents of disk. dir output like this. Contents of disk. It's giving contents of disk, right? It's a contents of disk. Okay. So the dir stands for disk information report. Okay. So this is disk information report. So the dir stands for disk information report. Okay, fine. Yeah, this is character interface. This is character interface. Next, this is graphical user interface. So character interface and graphical. Fine. Yes, next in both cases, get character interface, graphical interface. In both cases, in character interface and graphical, both cases, again two categories. Again, two categories of operations here. First one is single user OS, single user operating system. Second one here, yes, multi-user OS, single user OS and multi-user OS. Okay, in both cases, in character interface, graphical interface, both cases there is a single user and multi-user. One second, see the document, see document. Yes, operating system basically two categories. OS in this character interface and a graphical interface. Character interface. Yes, it's a command line user interface. Command line user interface where user issues all the commands, right? Issuing all the commands. GA. Here the graphical. Here users working with folders and files, icons, right? There are some icons. Using mouse you can operate. Okay. In character interface you can't use mouse. Here everything command kept. No mouse. Here this case, using mouse you can operate, easy, user friendly, right? Okay. So character interface, graphical. In both cases, single user OS, multi user OS, right? See this, single user operating system, next multi user operating system. Yes, here also same, single user, next multi user, single user, multi user. Yes, in character interface, single user, multi user. Yes, in GUI also there is single user, multi user, right? In both cases, both available here. Let us see that. Okay. Yes, here, yes, both cases. Okay, character interface and graphical. Okay, in both cases, again two categories, like single user interface and multi user interface here. So single user OS and multi user OS. So what is single user OS here? Let us single user. What is single user? Single user means single means only one. Only one. Single user OS means only one. Only one user. Only one user can use. Only one user can use system resources. System resources. Only one user can use system resources. System resources means like files or data, something like this. Files, data, suppose some applications running, some app on your system, right? These things. Files, data, app, right? Only one user can use system resources. Okay. So this is single user OS, right? Single user OS, only one user can use system resources like files, data, or applications, something like this. Right? Okay. Next here, it does not support. It does not support networking. Does not support networking. Yes. See, it's old days. We have this one. Very old days. We have these things here. 20 years back, we have single user OS. Nowadays, we don't have single user OS here. Yes, it does not support networking. No support networking. Okay, it does not support networking. Yes, if no networking support, how can you share your data? We can't share it, right? Suppose in my system file is there. I want send to your system. Yes, between your system, my system, there must be networking, right? Yes, if networking connection is available, I can transfer file to your system, right? But here this does not support. Single user OS, only one user can use system resources. Okay, it does not support networking. Okay, so these are called as, yes, these operations. These are called as standalone operations. These are called as standalone. They are called as standalone operations. These are standalone, standalone. Name itself, standalone, right? Standalone. That means only one standing, right? That's standalone, only one. Okay. So these are called as standalone operations. Okay. With standalone operations, no sharing resources, no sharing data, because does not support networking. Okay. So single user OS, yes, single user OS here. That may be character interface or graphical, anyone here. Both cases, both available here. Single user OS here, only one user. Single user OS, only one user can use system resources like files or data, something like this. Okay, right? Next, it does not support networking. Single user OS does not support networking. Yes, no network support means how can you transfer data? We can't transfer data. Only you can use, right? In your system files you can use. You can't transfer data. Only one user can use that here. You can't transfer data in network, right? Networking facility is not available. No sharing resources. This is called a standalone OS here. Standalone, only one, not others. So this is called as single user. Next, multi-user OS. So what is multi-user OS? Let us see multi-user OS here. So what is multi-user OS? Multi-user means, yes, more than one, right? Multi-user, more than one. Okay, more than one user. More than one user can share. Yes, sharing resources. More than one user can share system resources. System resources. More than one user can share system resources. Multi-user OS. More than one user can share system resources. Okay, right? Yes, more than one. Yes, that could be. See, that could be two, or three, or maybe tens of users. Yes, maybe hundreds of users. Yes, maybe thousands of users are sometimes here. Thousands of users can share the system resources. Okay, that could be two, or three, or tens, or hundreds of users, or thousands of users can share the system resources. Can share system resources. Yes, how they can share here? Networking. It supports networking here. Can share system resources here. System resources. Okay, system resource, right? Yes, it supports networking here. Networking facilities available. Supports networking. It supports network net. It supports networking. Okay. Standalone does not support networking. Yes, here it supports networking. Correct. This is called as server OS. Serving resources. Server OS called as server OS. See, first one is standalone OS. This is what server OS or multi-OS. Yes, let us see how server OS is working here. Yes, it supports networking. This supports networking. Since supporting networking here, many number of us can share the data here. How they can share? Let us see that.
Sir, I have one question.
No, single user OS we can't transfer data. Okay, single user OS. Yes, networking support is not available. Yeah, using pen drive we can, no problem. Okay, pen drive, take into pen drive. Yes, put into other system, right? Okay. Yes, using pen drive we can share it data, no problem. But networking, with the help of networking, can't share it. Correct? Okay. Yes, one second. Let me show that. Now you can understand now here. You can understand what is exactly server OS. See server OS. Let us see that server OS here. Yes, this is document. Yes. Suppose. Yes, this is system. Suppose server OS. Server OS. Okay, server OS. So this is one computer. On this computer, server OS installed, multi-server OS installed. Okay. Yes, on this system. Suppose your system server OS, maybe Windows server. Yes, nowadays everything is server. Windows 7 server, 8 server, 10 server. Alright, Linux is server. Yes, all are server applications. Yes, previously all standard applications. Yes, we'll discuss the history here. First
Sir.
OS 1945. First OS is 1945. MS-DOS 1945 to today. What are the operations for that complete history we'll discuss. First OS is DOS. Latest OS is Windows 12 and Linux 20 version. Yes, all the topics we'll discuss. What is DOS? What are the Windows versions here? Windows from Windows 1.0, 1.x version, Windows 1990. Yes, 1.0, 1.2, like from this. Windows 95, Windows 98, Windows NT, Windows 2000, Windows XP, Windows 2004. Okay, next Windows 7, Windows 8, 10, 12. All that history we'll discuss. Next Unix history, Unix, Linux, IBM, HPX, Linux, different distributions like Apache Linux, Fedora Linux, Red Hat Linux, Ubuntu Linux, okay, CentOS, all that history one by one discussed here. Okay, so I should go some order here. If it is some order, you can understand. Otherwise, you can't understand. Okay, so server ways. Suppose some data is there. Okay, some app is there. Okay, or some file is there. Something like this. Server ways. So server ways here. Yes, on that some data or application, some file, something like this. Okay. Yes. See users. Now different users from different locations here. Yes. Yes. User one or client and server. Yes. Who is client? Who is server here? Server means who is serving something is server. Who is taking data is a client. Client will take data, will upload data, right? For example, Facebook, it's a application, it's a server. Yes, we are uploading data, right, and downloading data. Next, Gmail server, we are uploading and downloading, right, the server here. Okay, now user one. Yes, user one. Suppose user one or client one. Yes, connect to server OS. Okay, like this. Next user, like this, multiple users from different locations in network. Yes, from different locations in network connecting to that system here. Okay, suppose in development company. Yes, this is development team. The development team, there are 20 users, 20 developers, right? All 20 developers are using common data. How they can use common data here? Okay, that common data they will place on one system. Yes, all the developers using some common data, right? Some common data. That common data has to place on some system. So let us say this is common data placed on the system, right? Okay, now this user has to connect to this server OS. From that, taking the data here, right? Taking the data, just yes, taking the data, right? So user one, mean developer one, connect to that OS using networking. Yes, already networking setup, that LAN connections will be there. That LAN connections. Okay, right? Yes. So user one connecting here, next user connecting here. So next user is next user, like it's all these users here. Next user, okay. So next user, like this different multiple users connecting to that location. Yes, all the team, the development team, maybe testing team, some team, right? The team, they will connect to this OS on this data server. So they will connect. They request first of all go to this OS here. From there taking data, right? Okay. Yes, here that request they have to connect, right? For this purpose, this server OS, this system has to support network net. Yes, how it can support it with server OS. Not only server OS here, even this user OS has server OS. Yes, on these systems has all servers. Yes, all server operations here. Yes, see this users, user one, user two, next user three, okay, user three, next user four, yes, next user five, okay, user six, okay, user seven, yes, like this. All these users, these also must support network net. Yes, user and like this. All these systems, these systems also must have network net, support network net. Now, if it is server based, it can support. So on this system, it's a common system for all users here. This common system installed is server based. Now this user has to connect to this one, right? For on this are server based required. On every system, server based required. Otherwise, cannot communicate. Suppose standalone system. Suppose this user standalone system. That standalone system does not support networking. You can't communicate with this. Server OS required. If it is server OS that supports networking, so user one, user two, yes, even on these user systems also, on this also server OS has to install. So this server OS will communicate with this server OS. This one communicate with this one, right? So that networking, that has to support networking, right? Okay. Yes. Now this user yes, connect to this one. Yes, from that sharing this data. Okay. See here, this user can communicate with this user also, right? So this is always here on always. Like this are the communication happen, right? Because yeah, these are all our network, right? Yes, how to support networking? To support that networking here, that OS must be server OS. This user using server OS, this user of the server here. Suppose standard OS using here, no, it won't support networking. Suppose this user using standard OS, it does not support networking. To support networking here, yes, all that users should use server OS. Next, even common system also must have server OS. So from this connect to the server OS, from the taxing data here, maybe application, maybe file, something like this. Okay, see for example here, Facebook. We are sharing Facebook from different locations of the world, right? From different locations of the world, we are sharing Facebook. How we are able to share on Facebook here? That Facebook is running a server base, Linux base. Yes, your system also contains Windows server, right? Like Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows, and what are these things? They are servers, right? From your server base, we are connecting that Facebook server base, right? Between these two, communicating. Okay, so because of networking support, we can communicate like this here. Otherwise, does not sharing resources, right? We can't share the resources. So about server OS. Okay, right? Yes. So you can now hear in this. So multi OS here. Yes, more than one user can share the system resources. Okay. Yes, that could be 2 or 3 or 10 or hundreds of thousands of users. Many users like this. Okay. Yes. So you can have a Facebook application from different locations of the world. We are communicating, right? How this is? Yes, our system kind of server OS. Even Facebook also kind of server OS running and server OS, right? Between these systems communicating, right? So this is called a server OS, multi-user OS. So multi-user OS, more than one user can share system resources. Yes, it supports networking. Yes, this is called as server operating system, right? Okay. So here operating systems. Yes, again basically two categories. Yes, here see this character interface, graphical. Both cases again two categories like single user OS and multi-user OS. Single user OS standalone, it does not support networking. Suppose in your system standalone OS, for example Windows 95, very old operating system, 95. Suppose in your system Windows 95 is there. No, it does not support networking. You can't transfer files. Yes, on your system only you have to work. That's it. Suppose if you want to send the data, pen drive. Using pen drive, you can transfer data, right? Suppose in ESA, some guy is working ES, right? How can you send? Yes, you have to send through the flight, right? Networking facility is not available. Yes, old systems before 95, no networking concepts. Yes, that all that old systems are no network support. Those are standard systems. Yes, these were outdated. Standalone systems were outdated. No one using, like Windows 95. Okay, Windows 1.x version, Windows 1.0, 1.1, 1.2. Those systems were outdated. No one using. Those are standard systems. Nowadays, everything is server. All are servers. The Linux is
Sir,
server.
I'm
Yes,
having question.
yeah, tell me.
Sir, currently I am having Windows 10 on my machine. So is
Yeah,
it a single user OS or the multi-user OS?
multi OS. It's a multi OS.
Okay,
Windows
and
10
in
is a multi OS because
yeah,
from Windows 10 we can connect to many number of, yes, systems, right? Many locations you can connect. Yes, from Windows 10 you can connect to my Windows. Okay.
yeah.
Yes, networking
And
facilities available. That is server wise.
one more thing, if I am installing on my system Windows 95, so is it going to be a standalone
Yes,
OS?
standard.
Means
Suppose if you
90.
install in 95, it is a standard. That 95 will not communicate in networking.
Okay. And one more thing I wanted to understand that suppose you are saying that Windows 10 is a server, what
Yeah.
we can say, server OS. So
Yes.
on server side, maybe there is some third party there is a one server. On server, there is a Windows 10 OS, and I am having also Windows 10. In that
Hmm.
situation, we are going to connect
Each
using the
other.
networking each other.
Yes.
So
Each other.
basically, in
Yeah.
this situation, who is going to be multi-user OS, whether the server side or
Both.
client
Both.
side? Both.
Both are multi-user OS.
Okay.
Both yours is multi-user OS and that is also multi-user. Both are multi-user OS. Both are multi-user operation. See what happens here. Yes, you have Windows 10, right? Yes,
Yes.
your system can be used as a client as well as server also. Suppose I am connected to your system Windows 10. Your system is connected to some other system, right? Yes, I
Yes.
am a client for you. I am a client for you. You are a client for some other system, right? Okay.
O-
That means your system is acting as server for me. At the same time, acting as client for other system, right?
Okay. So
Yes,
there are some tools like where the screen share or some for in offices also we are having some tools using that we can
yes,
access the
okay.
data from other machines. So is
Yes,
it the concept of multi-user OS?
yes, it's a concept of multi-user OS. Otherwise, cannot. Okay. Yes, my system. Suppose from my system, I'm connecting your system. I'm downloading data, right? Okay.
Hmm.
Suppose in my system, for example, here, my system, here, this is a TeamViewer. From the
Yes,
TeamViewer, I can connect to your system, right? After
correct.
connecting to your system, I can transfer file to your system. I can download the file from your system, right?
Hmm.
Because both are working networking. Yes, yours is server OS and my OS are server, both are server operations. You both are server operations, both supports networking so that we can share data. Right, okay? Yes, standalone system is we can't. Suppose in my system Windows 95 is there. That 95 will not support to connect your system. Yet,
Okay. Okay.
okay,
And one more thing.
suppose in your system Windows 95 is there. Using that Windows 95 can't connect to any other systems. Suppose yes, even myself also can't connect yours. No one can connect your system. You are a standalone. That's it. Yet,
Okay.
yes, your
Okay.
system installed with Windows 95. You are a standalone. That's it. No one will communicate with you. Suppose your system is Windows 10. Yes, from my system I can connect with you. Yes, from your system you can connect with me. Then we can transfer files, sharing the source, right? That's the concept. Clear?
So basically, when we say that we are sharing the resources in that situation, means what till today I was in a from my for my understanding, I was like when we are communicating with the server or something. So in that situation, we can share the memory which is present on the server, RAM also we can use that. Is it correct or wrong?
Data are not memory sharing.
Okay.
It's not a memory sharing, data sharing. That's it here.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Fine. Thank you.
One hard disk using by the multiple, no. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, that is different. Yes, for this another concept is there. Some SAN concept is there. Storage area network. Sharing memory. One hard disk sharing by the many number of systems, many number of users. That concept is different. That SAN comes on a sandbox. In sandbox, some data. That data can be used by multiple persons. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can use. Yes, we can connect to that SAN system. You can use that data, right? Means our data we are storing at that location. Cloud. What is cloud? Cloud is a common space, right? That common space we are using, right? Yes, a cloud is a hard disk. That space we are using, right? That's it. Space we can data. In that space we can store our data. We can store our data. We can pick our data, right? That's it. Okay, the data sharing. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that is cloud environment. Okay. Yes, next one.
Okay.
So here multi-user and single user. Yes, let us go to document. Let us review document. Yes, same topic here. Yes, single user and multi-user. Same topic is there in document clearly here. In document explained clearly here. Okay. Yes, because of more and more expression taken this much of time. Yes, simply prepared single user wise here. Yes, only one user can use this system, this type of operating system. It's a standard operating system. Files or data cannot be shared. Yes, multi-user wise. Multiple users can use this operating system. Yes, it works in network. Files and data can be shared with multiple clients, multiple users, right? This is next here. Here also same here. Yes, here also, yes, same graph interface. In the GA, here also single user and multi-user. Two concepts are right? Yes, character interface, MS-DOS, character interface single user. Example, MS-DOS. Character interface, multi-user examples, Unix, Linux, Solaris, HiberMix, these things here. Next, GA, single user base, Windows 95, 98 comes on this category here. Character GA and multi-user base. In this Windows NT 2000, 2003, all these things comes on this category. Right, okay. Yes. Next, we should discuss about all that history here. Since 1945, first ways in the market is MS-DOS. Okay, so 95 to today, that history we'll discuss. Okay, tomorrow I'll take that history, right? Yes, any doubts for today? Yes, let us conclude session for today. Yes, tomorrow that history we'll discuss. After that, I'll give the introduction to Linux and Unix operations. Okay, right? Yes. Any doubts? Yes, guys, any doubts for today? No doubts. Okay.
No.
So thank you, guys. Yes, see you tomorrow. Yes, document I can share it. Okay. Yes, just WhatsApp group. After creating WhatsApp group, I can share it. No problem. It's not an issue. Send me our details. I'll create the group. After creating group, I can share it. Okay. Send me our mail ID in group. I can. Right? Okay. Yeah. So thank you, guys. See you tomorrow. Yes, class exactly 6:15 starting. Today just little bit 5 minutes only late here. Tomorrow exactly 6:15 I'll start. Okay, right? Yeah, thank you guys.